Hello everyone, welcome to the garden. Today I'm gonna be showing you the garden in the month of June. It is at its most beautiful. Many things have flourished already, so I'll bring footage of those flowers in. But now the garden is really rich and fantastic. This is the moment where I like to do the garden tour. It's a beautiful afternoon here. Blue skies, wonderful temperature, and everything is just perfect. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's go right into it. This is the garden tour 2021. Let's start with, we're coming up the door and I see this flower bed over here. These pink bushes, they have this beautiful flower and they are very early blooming. So the early blooms are great to attract and keep the bees into the garden. So later on, as we have the fruit blooms, the bees are already established that this garden is a good place to be. This is hydrangea. I pruned it back because it almost died last year and it's coming back. The clematis bloomed really early this year. This is June and all the clematis already bloomed. And we have chickadees nesting within the clematis. We have the ferns. The ferns are really healthy. And loads of new clematis to continue propagating through the garden. I love doing that propagation. There is a video on the channel about that, how beautiful and how strong this clematis is. There is also a chickadee nest in this clematis as well. House finches considered this pine tree for their nest, but then they settled for the green ash and then go there. Early blooming also is the lilacs, and they're gorgeous. And the cherry tree I pruned back this year because it was becoming really erratic and the harvest last year was rather strange. So this year we won't have any cherries. This is a year for it to recover. We had a few blooms over here. Maybe we have the odd cherry, but it's not gonna be that bountiful harvest that we normally have. I have many nests in the garden this year, so constantly filling up the bird feeders as they go like every day. So here's the lilac. We have a few of the flowers still in the underwood. And now the berries have flowered. You see the bees. We can put the bee on camera. They're quite shy. They are quite shy. There's a bee over there. They did a good job and there's plenty of berries coming up here. Plenty. Oh, my berries are coming up. They produce a lot because of the early blooming flowers like the lilac and that pink bush. They're very important to establish the pollinators in the garden. And when the berries and the fruits come up with their flowers, the bees are already in full swing here. So we already have a bit of berries coming up. This apple tree, which I rescued from that place over there, where there is this apple tree, it didn't do well over there. So I transplanted it to this place because everything grows along the streams. Everything. Look at the tomatoes. We're gonna get them. So I put it here and it grew like it really took off in here. And now this year is the first time that we do have apples. The tomatoes, which I did the video, they came from tomato slices. And look at the huge tomato plants. I have 3 huge plots with 3 huge tomato plants and they are all blooming. So we are gonna have tomato. They take up a lot of water. So I put this from cutting the grass, I put it on top to hold the water. Then I can check that the moist is being kept in these pots. because a tomato, being a watery fruit, needs more water just to grow, It's made of water. So this is from trimming our grass. I just took the mulch from the lawnmower and put in these tomato pots. And in some areas where we don't want really grass, and here we walk, and here's a walkway, or areas where it was dry, then I filled in just to get some more nutrients. This is bougainvillea, and those are cherry trees and willows and maple trees that started growing in the flower bed. And I wanted to make this flower bed a very low maintenance because normally this tree is a nesting tree. It's a birch, and robins like to nest in here. But this year it was the big pruning, and then it's a skip year. But they visit and they become really close when I'm talking. I think if I put my hand out, they will see it. It's just that I never do. And but I think they want to, So plenty of apples. This has been pruned back, but it is really doing really well. I'll put the name in the description down below. And a lot of these sturdy perennials, festucas and others, there are berries in here. I just let grow what will grow. There's some small plants in here that I had to be weeding, so I just let them be and whatever wants to be there. So this is a late blooming perennial, and in this way we always have something blooming. This is beautiful right now, and this other apple tree. Just look at this small, tiny, itsy bitty, tiny apple. They're lovely, and it's full of apples this year. And they too went through the pruning. I pruned everything. I'm gonna show in a video the pruning. Once I sprinkled daisies into the flower bed, and they took over so much. Sean! The magpies are enemies of my nest, and I'm very protective. Then I plucked the daisies out and transferred them to the corner of the fences there. Here's the house finch. It's nesting in the green ash. Let's see if you can see it in the fence over here. So they are nesting over there in this green ash. Yeah. I'm gonna go there. Bee, it's so shy, the bees, right? But we have plenty of bees. You can see by the harvest, because look at those tomatoes. I'm gonna show you the phases of the tomatoes when I harvest them. Then I will do a cycle of the tomatoes from planting to growing to transplanting twice, and how fragile they were and how sturdy they are. They're so sturdy, they're like thistle. I can't believe, and I see the winds getting at it, and it withstands all wind. And this is all tomato flowers being pollinated by our bees here. So boughs of flowers will guarantee that tomatoes and fruits always get the bees, because there's always something blooming, and then there's always some fruit and some berries and some now tomatoes. Nature is perfect, right? It already does what needs to be done. The timing is perfect. This willow tree, I didn't prune. This is the tallest. This and the pine tree over there are the tallest. So they attract the birds to the garden. If the birds can see them from the nearby lakes or the other gardens that don't prune their trees. Hello! This is our finches. There are nothing there. They come so close to me. It's so lovely. So I leave them tall so the birds can see at a distance. There is a garden with tall trees, especially when I just prune. They are really short. You're gonna see in the pruning video. And these two are pruned. It lifted the side branches up and became taller, but you can see the stump right in the middle over here. And then all of this height in here is this side branches going up like that. Festuca, choke cherry. All of them are denser, stronger, and recovered really well from the pruning, healthier, so I don't need to put so much anchoring. For them, they're quite sturdy. The roses always take their time to bloom. In the front yard, they're blooming already, which is great. So here are the daisies. They came from the flower bed. What I did is I just grabbed the daisies from there and threw them here, just like that. And then we have daisies in the next year. They're so easy like that. That's my type of plant. They prune this too. And the birds love when we prune the trees. They get very dense. This was also considered for nest, and I'm not sure, but I think house sparrows nested in there. And chickadees, not the canaries, for sure. Here's the house finch. Yeah, let's see if I can get it. Yeah. There. No, this is the sparrows, yeah. I think because I'm right in front of their nest over here in the maple. So let me get out of here and let them be. Come back home. So cute. And these are my feeders all over it, and the big feeder for the robins. The robins love it. Okay. So I have this bird baths in here. I have 2 bird baths in the fountain. Oh, this is good to attract birds, and they love to take baths in them. For the bees, I have this bee drinking station here in the middle of the berries, and it has to be low so that they don't drown or they don't get scared. These fences, of course, is against the voles or the little rodents we have here in Edmonton. We have a lot of them, and so we have to fence our trees because we like to take a bite of our trees. Everything is fenced. Plum tree recovered, almost died, but I've been pruning and keeping it. It was beaten, now it's protected. It never gave us plum yet, but it is just getting stronger every year. And so last year we had 3 peaches, very small, and I don't see any this year. When they had the flowers, we had that snowfall, and I think the flowers, look at that. At least 1 peach we're gonna have. At least 1. That must have been more because they're so discreet. So that's good news. This is so nice. And here the peonies are coming, and I tie them nicely. They're really heavy when they bloom. And I'm going to go to the side yard. And we mowed this year. We left more of a meadow beside of the fence because there is so much of these wildflowers around the trees and also the fence. So we have this grass so we can do some yoga and earthing. I'm planning to do perhaps a video doing yoga and talking about earthing, cool things that the garden provides us with. And this is the garden this year, 2021. Beautiful, serene, have more birds than ever, more bees than ever, flowers, always something's blooming. And then the robins come close to talk. It's really a pleasure garden. Look at that robin. my garden that visits every day. Let's see if she comes to me. She'll be in food. So I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a like so that I know that you enjoyed. If you leave me a comment, I will answer all the comments. Also, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, so then our community of friends here in the garden, in the parks, grows and we have fun together. And I hope you will stay safe, you will stay very well, and we are going to see you in the next video. Bye.